7 real secrets the wealthy use to build lasting wealth. It's not what you think. In a world obsessed with fast money and overnight success, it can be easy to fall for the countless get-rich-quick schemes that flood the internet. But after spending 5 years researching how the truly wealthy create and sustain their fortunes, I've learned that the most successful people in the world have a very different approach. The truth is, building real wealth takes time, discipline, and a mindset that most financial gurus don't talk about. If you're serious about long-term success, the key is understanding that wealth is not about instant gratification or following the latest trends. It's about making steady, informed decisions that set you up for the future. Here are the 7 key principles I discovered about how the rich build lasting wealth and how you can apply them to your own life. 1. Long-term thinking over quick gains. In the financial world, there's a constant rush to make money quickly. But the wealthiest individuals know that true financial freedom doesn't come from chasing after the next big thing. It comes from playing the long game. The key to this mindset is the understanding that wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. The rich aren't interested in making a quick buck. They're focused on setting up a foundation that will continue to pay dividends over time. Whether it's through investments, real estate, or businesses, they choose avenues that build compound wealth. The power of patience. For the wealthy, patience is everything. They understand the concept of compounding interest, not just in financial investments, but also in the time and effort they put into relationships, businesses, and skills. By taking a long-term view of life, they're able to make decisions that others might overlook or discard as too slow. This doesn't mean that you avoid opportunities for quick gains entirely, but it does mean you balance them with strategies that provide long-term stability. It's about making consistent, smart choices rather than rushing for immediate results. How you can apply this. Shift your focus from instant gratification to long-term rewards. Build a strategy that ensures sustainable wealth over time, even if it means waiting years to see results. Invest in areas where compounding growth is possible, such as in dividend-paying stocks, retirement accounts, or long-term property investments. 2. Investing in skills, not just stocks. While many of us think about wealth in terms of financial assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, the wealthy understand that their most valuable asset is themselves. Rather than focusing solely on accumulating money, they prioritize investing in skills and knowledge. This isn't about buying expensive courses or following every new trend. It's about deliberately cultivating the skills that will pay off in the long run. Whether it's leadership, negotiation, marketing, or even learning new technologies, the rich understand that knowledge is power, and the more they know, the more wealth they can generate. Knowledge is power. Imagine being a top-level expert in a high-demand field. The rich don't just buy stocks. They buy education, experience, and expertise that make them irreplaceable. And as a result, they can leverage their skills to create even more opportunities for wealth building. How you can apply this. Invest in your education consistently. Whether it's formal education or learning through books, podcasts, or mentorship, make it a habit. Focus on high-income skills that can help you generate wealth. These could include digital marketing, coding, sales, or business management. Seek out opportunities to learn from people who are already where you want to be, whether that's through personal mentorship or professional networks. 3. Building multiple income streams. This is one of the most powerful strategies that the wealthy employ. They understand that relying on one income source is risky and unsustainable. Instead, they build multiple streams of income that all work together to support their financial goals. The concept of diversification is not just for stock portfolios. It applies to the income-generating opportunities that the rich pursue. Whether it's owning a business, renting out property, creating online content, or investing in dividend-producing stocks, the wealthy keep their income flowing from multiple channels. The risk of relying on one source. Consider this. If your entire income depends on your job, what happens if you lose that job? The wealthy know that they could face economic setbacks at any time, so they structure their lives to have money coming in from multiple places. How? You can apply this. Identify ways to generate income beyond your primary job. This could include freelance work, investing, or starting a side business. Automate some of your income streams, such as through rental properties or investments that produce passive income. Think about skills or hobbies you could turn into additional revenue streams. 4. Focus on assets over liabilities. We've all heard the term asset and liability, but understanding the difference and how the wealthy leverage this knowledge is crucial to wealth building. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. Liabilities are things that take money out. The wealthy make it a point to acquire more assets while minimizing liabilities. While most people might focus on buying luxury cars or expensive gadgets that depreciate, The rich invest in things that appreciate over time, such as real estate, stocks, and businesses. How the wealthy build assets. The rich understand that their money needs to be working for them. They focus on accumulating assets that generate passive income. This could mean purchasing properties that provide rental income, investing in stocks that pay dividends, or building a business that grows even when they aren't actively working in it. How you can apply this. Evaluate every purchase to determine whether it adds to your assets or liabilities. Invest in things that appreciate over time, for example, real estate, stocks, or business ventures. Avoid spending on luxury items that lose value and instead focus on making your money work for you. 5. Networking and building relationships. You've probably heard this saying, it's not what you know, but who you know. Well, for the wealthy, it's both. Networking and building genuine relationships are essential to long-term success. The wealthiest individuals actively seek out people who can help them grow and who they can learn from. They understand that collaborating with others can open doors to opportunities that wouldn't be available otherwise. Relationships are leverage. The key is that the wealthy build a network of people who add value to their lives and businesses. These relationships aren't just about personal gain. They're about mutual growth. Successful people aren't afraid to share their knowledge and time with others, knowing that giving creates more opportunities. How you can apply this. Build and nurture genuine relationships with people who inspire and challenge you. Invest time in attending networking events, workshops, and conferences to meet like-minded individuals. Offer value to others, whether through mentorship, sharing knowledge, or helping them achieve their goals. 6. Frugality, not just luxury. Many people believe that the wealthy spend lavishly, living lives of extreme luxury. However, most of the wealthy individuals I studied were surprisingly frugal. They understand the value of money and prefer to invest it rather than spend it on fleeting pleasures. Wealth is built through smart spending. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about prioritizing your spending. The wealthy tend to make purchases that will bring long-term value, like investing in property or education, rather than wasting money on luxury goods that offer no return on investment. How you can apply this. Adopt a mindset of conscious spending, where you make intentional choices about what to buy. Look for high-value purchases that will give you returns over time. Avoid impulse purchases that deplete your savings and hinder your wealth-building goals. 7. Taking calculated risks. Risk is inherent in wealth building, but the wealthy don't take reckless risks. They take calculated ones. This means they do their homework, assess potential downsides, and make informed decisions, embracing risk with caution. While they are willing to take risks, they're also prepared for the potential consequences. They understand that failure is not the end, but rather a learning experience that can lead to future success. By making informed decisions, they increase their chances of success while minimizing unnecessary risk. How you can apply this. Assess risks carefully by gathering information, consulting experts, and considering the potential outcomes. Start by taking small, calculated risks to test the waters before committing to larger investments. Learn from failures and treat them as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. Final thoughts. Building wealth isn't about chasing the next big thing or following flashy advice from financial gurus. It's about playing the long game, investing in yourself, and making strategic decisions that create lasting financial freedom. By following these 7 principles, you can start laying the foundation for a lifetime of wealth, security, and success. Remember, the wealthiest individuals in the world didn't get there overnight. They built their fortunes one smart decision at a time. So, stop focusing on quick wins and start focusing on sustainable strategies that will pay off in the long run.